Welcome back to another episode. You're now in tune to episode 8 of the Cobain Report. I am Rocc Cobain, and this is
T-Mail.
Today we have with us, y'all already know, my West Coast brother is in the building as usual. He is really a part of the team, okay? It's him and Uncle Ray. Cezah is in the building. Y'all make some noise for my West Coast brother. And we also have in the building a very special guest to me, to the world, honestly. Semaje is in the building. He is a award-winning just singer, writer, producer, engineer, whatever you want to say. He does it all because he's telling them what to do at the end of the day. You hear me? Semaje is in the building. Y'all make some noise for my brother, my little brother, Semaje, with the fresh lineup.
Yo, what's good, man? I'm so glad to be on this incredible show with all of y'all icons. This is great, man.
Man, Semaje was the first person I asked to actually be on this show. Before it even opened up, he was the first person I thought about. I'm like, my little brother can come on, and it would be perfect because he is not only just a great artist, but he's actually like a signed real artist. He's not just an independent artist. He is also like a real artist. So he was the first person I thought about coming on the show. So I'm glad that he's able to come in. T-Mail, what do you have for us today?
Man, we're going to get right into it, and we're going to show the people of Semaje, give them a little taste of what he has to offer.
I believe you always come through. I rely on you. That's why I trust you. I rely on you. I can't do this alone, but I thank you for coming through. I rely on you. That's why I trust you, Lord.
Semaje, giving y'all a taste of what he has to offer. Man, Semaje, tell me, what got you started, in music, and how did you know that you had it? You know what I mean?
Man, as a kid, my dad was in the church. He didn't start off in the church. My dad and mom had me when they were like 16, 17. They went to Denby on the east side of Detroit.
That's where I went.
I went to Denby. Yeah, so they met there, and the rest is history. Y'all see I'm here, right? So they had me, and my dad ended up getting saved and getting in the church. And as a kid, my dad would be picking me up from school, and he would always play singers like Daryl Coley and James Moore, Karen Clark, and all of them. It's like this was in my ear all the time. He had me in church. I'm like, man. So I started like enjoying their riffs and their runs and all that. So I started studying that. And I'm like, yo, that sounds amazing. I want to get into that. And the next thing you know, I was in church and I started singing. My whole family, like on my mom's side, got the talent. Like, so they sing and they do all that. But my dad instilled all that in me, picking me up from school, man. So me hearing all them records, I was like, yeah, I got to do this.
That's dope.
So I started.
That's dope.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, Semaje, the vocal talent I've always known, even when he was like 16, 17 years old when I first met him, and his vocal talent literally was like an adult. I used to always be like, he sounded like Luther Vandross a little bit to me. You got that Luther Vandross vibe back in the day, when he was like 17, So what made you start off so early wanting to do this, man?
You know what, man, gospel, I don't know about people, but for me, music is a universal language. Yeah. And no matter what you're going through, no matter what season it is, when it's time to celebrate, when it's time to cry, when you need motivation, when you need inspiration, when you're on the ledge and you just need something to talk you off the ledge, music inspires you no matter what it is. If you're about to go fight, you putting on some music to put you in that mood. And so I was thinking about the power that music has. You know what I'm saying? It literally controls the mood of people. So I'm like, man, God, give me that inspiration to give somebody for the good mood. Of course, I ain't trying to put on Nuck If You Buck and have somebody go fight. Which, hey, if you gotta go fight, hey, do what you gotta
Nuck If You Buck.
Yeah, put your thing on. But my music is more so after the fight when you thought about after you did wrong. Like, what can I do to make this right?
For forgiveness, right.
This is where I want to come in at. And so this music, man, I said I gotta do this, and I just knew that I wanted to inspire the world through music and to show people that you have good days, you have bad days. Because I'm a gospel artist, and a lot of people think that gospel is, I dot all my I's, cross all my T's, and that's not the reality. You know, that's really fake because I'm human. I got to die in my flesh every day.
So outside of that, like, so I heard Derek Coley and Karen. Who else outside of them was your like main influences that really like cultivated your gift?
So my all-time favorite artist of all time is Michael Jackson. I've spent like I want to say years after school, all that, watching him sing Remember the Time, Baby Be Mine. See, a lot of people only talk about his hits like Billie Jean and all that. If you're a real Michael fan, you know the album cuts. And so I was listening to these album cuts because he had a high distinctive voice and he had this vibrato that was just distinctive. And I'm like, man, he's incredible. He's making this one-of-a-kind voice, you know, sell out to the world. And so I literally went to him for inspiration. He wasn't scared to do nothing. Nothing, you know, made him like, I can't do it. The average person would have never did what Michael did. No. But because he was so iconic, he believed in what he had. He made the other people believe in it. And I'm like, that's the type of artist I want to be. I'm not trying to go in the same vein as everybody else. I'm going to believe in what I have. Because if God gave it to me this way, it got to work. And so Michael Jackson would have to be like my all-time favorite. And I love Usher. I love Jasmine Sullivan too. So those are some other people.
Okay. So it's not just mainly on gospel. You just kind of expanded your... As far as genres, you expanded on it.
Absolutely. You know, music is a universal language. You know, my dad, now when I was with my dad, I listened to all gospel. My dad was like, Kojic, you know, so it was nothing but like
Kojic?
gospel. Yeah, so the only gospel. But my mom, she's like that now, but growing up, my mom had us listen to everything. So I was listening to Jodeci, I was listening to Tank. But, you know, the whole church culture got on Brandy by the time Full Moon came out. But I was on Never Say Never when she was singing Angel in Disguise and all of that.
I was on Brandy.
I was on Brandy.
Yeah,
94.
all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was on all of that stuff. You know,
But I also
Beyonce,
listened
Deja
to
Vu and all that.
BBC Winans because my mama would drop a little bit of that.
Right. And so, you know.
Ben Tankard as well.
And of course,
do your thing,
and of course in school,
Get off.
we was listening to everything. I mean, you snuck and listen to whatever you want to listen to. So, man, I had a whole, like, mental of what, you know, music. Sure. Yeah.
No, that's dope. What you mentioned earlier, you off camera, you from the east side and everything.
Yes, sir.
East side.
With the east side and different things that go on, whether it's, you know, the violence or the poverty or anything like that, what do you think like kept you focused on like your music and, you know, wanting to bring these like, you know, good messages in your music?
What kept me focused was I wanted to show them that it's good to come out of the east side. You know what I'm saying? People love to have a rep for the east side. They try to say we wild, and I don't care what nobody say. East side is better than west side all day long.
Oh, God.
So I want to put that on record right now.
Make some noise if you're the
East side is better.
I agree.
East side is better
side is here.
than west all day. And when I wanted to show them that through the good, I can come from the east side. If I didn't have all the resources, I can come from the east side. If my odds were at different, you know, my mom and dad wasn't married when I was born. Some good come out of that. You know, they try to make negative, like once it's negative, it's going to stay negative. And I just wanted to show people like, yo, I can come from the east side, still sing gospel music, still come from a broken home and still make it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world. And there's so many other people that came from where I came from with them statistics. And I want to let them know like, yo, you can make it. Yeah, you can. Like you don't have to have a perfect world to make a perfect reality. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did from the east side, man. I love the east side. I'm gonna rep it all day wherever I go.
That's what I did from the east side. Hey, nigga, we all from the east side.
Oh God, he's worn up on the hood. Hey man, so look,
there.
Talk about your relationship with your grandmother.
My grandmother, man, my grandma is special. So my grandmother is 60. Now she's 68. And, you know, my grandmother was the reason my dad got in church because she was going to church and she was taking me. And I would come home like so happy as a little kid. My dad like, you know, what is little nigga so happy about every time he come in the house? It's about God. And so he was like, I got to go figure out what this God, who this God is that my son is, you know, smiling about at this young age. And so my grandmother plays a big part of support too. Ain't nothing like support from your family. My grandma was the first person. She brought me to your house. So Greg, like I told y'all before, you know, before the camera was rolling, Greg was one of the first people, literally the first person I went to his house to work on music, work on the album. And it was my grandmother that took me to his house because I just knew I wanted to do this gospel music. And it was gospel then. Greg, I wish you could find that track from back in the day. You still got it.
I still got it, man.
Please, we need to run that back. But yeah, I mean, my grandmother was just a part of the foundation for where I am now. And so everybody had a praying grandma, and mine was, and she lit too. She
Your
looks
grandma
amazing.
wasn't only a praying grandma, but she was a financial supporting grandma as well. Shout out to her.
Absolutely.
Because I used a lot of that money to feed myself back in the day when I was running an independent studio. So I appreciate you guys for supporting. I think I was probably definitely the first people to ever record Semaje. His sound,
Absolutely.
I knew the vibe. I knew early he was going to touch the world. His sound was crazy. He would come through, and he was the only one who was like, nah, bro, I'm doing gospel. Like you got to tap into that other bag for me. And he challenged me and stretched me to actually learn, one for this episode. He stretched me to learn how to kind of like actually.
I was gonna say but I tried to hold it in.
This is the Cobain Report, cuz we still pause.
That's such a black culture thing, though.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a tip jar going in this month.
Yeah,
that's
for
one
sure.
for G, for sure. On God. But like I was saying, he stretched me to kind of learn how to record gospel vocals. You know, and it was after him I was able to record a lot of other people because he kind of set the template for me as well. So I'm grateful to you and your grandmother. You know, and I'm so proud of where God has taken your craft, your gift, your sound. Like, if nobody else is proud of you, bro, I know you're around a lot of famous friends now, but as the first person who actually pressed record, I am so proud of you, dog. And I tell you all the time.
Man, thank
You
you,
know the vibes.
bro. That mean a lot. Well, let me correct that. The famous friends, they just industry people. They ain't my friends. My friends right at home at the crib.
said it on the Cobain Report.
Yeah, no. But you got to know that though. It's an industry. It's a business.
It is a business.
When I go home and I'm crying or them ain't the people I'm calling.
For sure.
You can't call them. Guess what they gonna do to
Like,
you if you call them, Semaje?
Them,
They gonna be like, bro, what's wrong with you? Why you calling me right now?
literally,
You
them not my real
tripping.
friends. You know what? People will literally discount people who they're around to say, hey, I can't wait to get up there and get with them people. Them ain't the people with the camera at. Them ain't the people you want to be around. Stick with your people because they really got you. Because the thing is, y'all only got me because I'm there with y'all, because I'm singing. Y'all don't care nothing about me. And I live in that reality. I go in and say, hey, how y'all doing? I'm out of there. And my friends. I just want to put that little piece out there.
No, for
But
sure, for sure.
Tell me, Cobain touched on something that made me think about. So, recording from the living room and transitioning to like a label. You know what I mean? Like that journey for someone that is like in your position that once was like as far as singing that don't see that signing that contract or something like that. What would you tell them, and how was your experience going from recording in the living room to like a label?
Do you want the political answer or you want me to give you the raw 100 answer?
Raw.
Man,
give
this
it
the
a raw.
Cobain Report. Bring it like
All right,
this
so
is.
the raw 100 answer, in 2024, you don't really need a label. You don't need that.
Need friends.
The label is right here. This is all you need. It's all you need.
Bishop said it here. I hope y'all listening to him. I'm 40, and I've been screaming this shit for 20 years. I can't even cuss because he a reverend, almost. But he gonna tell y'all the politically correct way of saying what I want to say. I've been screaming this. I've been independent for a long time, and y'all see because y'all here with me.
I can tell he a pastor though, cause he keep getting up to them and he be about to grab that.
No, it's just I want to have etiquette. No, I didn't. No, for real. Anybody. I'm not gonna say anybody. Anybody can do music. Now, if it's good or not, that's a different story.
Now you're lying.
But no. Hear me out. No.
I'm not, cause guess why? Anybody can't do music.
Yes.
Anybody can't. No.
No, hear me out. No, but listen to me.
You know what?
No, hear me out.
Pastor.
Listen,
Pastor,
man.
But why do I gotta go to the church and hear Brother Dave on the organ?
You don't listen to what I'm saying. Anybody can do it. We can't stop their willingness or their abilities to do it.
Do it at
Whether you
home,
want to enjoy
Pastor.
it or buy
buying
it
Pro
to it.
Tools.
Do it at home.
That's
They
everything.
buying Pro Tools
Do it at
still.
home, Pastor.
Pro Tools got
But you
a
know,
whole
hey, can I say
$1 million
this, though?
business on
Can
people
I
who
say
think they
this?
can rap.
Can I say this too? And just to keep everybody's mind open and big. When you think about music, it's all about personal preference.
It is. Now watch this. I got this tattoo, right? Mm-hmm. This tattoo, it's a MAFE.
Music ain't
Ain't for everybody. Bro, I didn't brand this on myself for nothing. The thing about it is, like, anybody can do whatever they want to do. But the thing is, like, can you captivate me in that moment? So that's the thing when I say anybody can do it. Because some people just do it, they just singing because they heard us sing. You feel me? But some people do it because God gave them a gift. Like, and the gift actually is the fruit. Now, I'm going off of that to say this. I hear all that, but I see you fresh too, cuz. So it's like you from the east side, and I see the east side, and you so do you take the east side to the stage with your gear, cuz?
Listen. Before you even answer, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Semaje, one of the freshest gospel artists y'all gonna find. Freshest niggas I know, period.
On crib.
Do you hear me?
On neighborhood.
If you go to his Instagram page, Semaje is so fly, dog. Semaje, please explain to us how and where you get this influence to be. I mean, dog, like, y'all see him today. He knew he was coming to a hood podcast, so he came a married up.
You feel me?
Hear me? This is dressed down. So what I want you to do is go to his Instagram page because this dude is fly. Where the heck did you get your inspiration? I mean, I know you Koji, so I know y'all be fresh, but bro, you like next level.
No,
fresh.
yeah, Koji. You know what though? Usher was one of my first inspirations.
Okay.
When it came to clothes, I don't know if you remember we had the frohawk. It wasn't a mohawk. It was a frohawk with the red Balenciagas. Do y'all know that was one of my first biggest purchases? I went and bought the same red Balenciagas. Y'all remember the arenas?
Yeah.
I had them boys on, and I used to wear all black with the red arenas everywhere. Like, that was my whole little gear. And then, I started really reading the GQ magazines. I still get a subscription to this day. And I open them up and I read them and I see what's trending and see what's not, and seeing what works. And I wanted to relate to everybody. I didn't want to look like the typical gospel representation, because sometimes we make Jesus in the way that's really not reality. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be suited and booted. Now I can throw on a nice suit. Don't quote me. But
I saw your award show suit the other day. It was good. Bishop Don Shelby shared
But
it.
that's suited and booted in what he got on right now. If we really look at the technical,
No. When he say suited and booted, he
you talking
like
about gospel suits.
No. He like but
I would listen to you if you had that on.
No. But he don't just wear.
That's real.
I don't lose the soul because of that.
Wait, let me advocate for you. He don't wear Smokey Norfolk suits.
Okay. I can listen to him then.
No. He don't wear no.
Smokey suits be nice too.
He is like. He the type that like Kurt Franklin pop on his picture and be like, "Boy, where you get this suit from?" That's his like. He like like that.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So again,
put together.
Who the hell is your favorite designer right now?
My favorite designer right now is Balmain.
Okay,
that's my favorite designer.
Why?
Hey, Balmain, look at the camera on me.
Wait.
Bless him. Listen.
Yes.
Bless him.
Please.
Bless the podcast first, because this the Cobain Report. We ain't shouting y'all out without shouting us out.
You know what?
So we need some Balmain, Cobain
You heard the
t-shirts.
pastor, bro. He understand what
Pastor
I'm
don't
saying.
pay the bills.
Pastor.
Reverend Balmain, Balmain.
That's what's gonna happen now.
Before you bless him, bless us.
But no, he gonna get blessed,
Back
and then
to
he
the-
gonna give us the boxes, bro.
Back to the Reverend.
That's how I go.
Reverend, why are they your favorite? Like, what do you like about them?
What I like about Balmain is a timeless piece. I don't like stuff that's a fad. Like, in about 4 years, what I got on, I can still wear again.
Of course.
But when we start wearing like fad clothes, it don't last. And you know what's crazy? Do y'all remember when they did the half and half suits that started coming a thing? Do y'all know I did a half and half suit like 3 or 4 years ago at the Stella Awards? I took a black suit that I had, cut it in half. One side was black, the other side was checkered. I wore it and everybody was like, man, where you get this from? Next thing you know, literally a year later, everybody started wearing this half and half. That's not even a thing no more.
Pay
that's
my man.
Somewhere
Pay him.
Like in the
So
garbage.
you saying it what I seen?
He's
You're
always
a
been
gospel
fashion forward.
trendsetter in the fashion.
In a sense.
yeah.
Can I tell you this? One of my biggest desires is to be the first gospel artist in the GQ magazine. Like, that's on my bucket list.
No, I think
Speaking
you
into
can do it.
Like,
existence,
I literally, like, when I get that moment, I'm like, please don't let no. I want Kirk and all them. I mean, if they get it, I'm gonna celebrate it. But I want to be the first black male artist
Hey, Jerry,
in a
bless you.
So
GQ magazine.
Can we speak
That'd
on
be dope.
what nobody's
Bless
gonna
him,
talk
Jerry.
about though? Not only is he gonna be the first African American or whatever, right? But he's a plus side brother like myself,
Absolutely.
and he's always fly. Like, it's hard for us sometimes to shop because after 38, 36, they don't really stock us.
He
like
plus
that.
size though.
I was just about to say,
Y'all,
that's
I don't
good.
think he
That's
plus
good.
size.
No.
No.
He
He
definitely
just wanted you in his
No.
boat.
I am. I'm right with him.
not.
Bro, listen, I am 200.
My brother know what I'm saying.
and I'm 275 pounds. I'm
You
tall.
275,
Yes,
bro?
275.
But he got height.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But can I tell you
He
something that
fly,
I've learned
though.
over the years?
Flies one I know.
I make sure that I wear things that compliment
your body.
Me being plus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas be out here wearing clothes that, like, bro, why you on this medium and you got all that gut? You know what I'm saying? You got to make it make
Your
sense.
pants won't go up.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a distraction, and being big can be a distraction.
100%.
It's not a problem, but the problem is we pro-fat. I'm pro-fat and all that, but also being sloppy ain't never cool. So I just make sure that I'm able to blend it with everybody else. But no, bro, I'm 275. Yeah,
That's
it's a
crazy, bro.
I want to lose
Guess what
about
I
40
would give
pounds.
you? Guess what I would give you?
What?
Looking at you like face value, man, I'll give you probably like, I thought you was going to be like, I'm 206.
You couldn't have possibly thought I was 206.
Bro.
Possibly. You couldn't have thought
Bro,
that.
how tall are you? I seen
6
you when
feet.
you was sitting down. Right.
You
I
6'1"?
seen you
6
sitting
feet.
down. That's crazy.
He's back kind of on trackish. Who's your favorite artist that you've worked with so far? I've seen you work with a lot of artists, bro. Who's your favorite feature or your favorite person that you've worked with, period? It don't even have to be a feature.
Oh, man.
That you've graced the stage with or that you've worked with.
You know what? It would have to be my sister Anisha. I don't know if y'all know Anisha Burchett, but she's from here. Okay. She y'all know that song, you know the Tamia Hustle? Dun, dun, dun. That's her singing background on that, and she wrote that. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's when she was signed to Rodney.
That is
She was a part of the whole Rodney.
I knew
Cup.
that.
Oh, yeah. Talk about your experience with being signed to Uncle
Freddie.
Uncle Freddie.
So I was never signed to Uncle Freddie.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell y'all a quick how I even met him.
Okay.
He had a conference. He had a money, music, and business conference that was $1,000. It was either $500 or $1,000. $1,000 was the access to the conference and a dinner with him. When I tell y'all you have to invest in yourself for you to make money, it's not a problem. I paid $1,000. Do y'all know I was the only artist inside of that
dinner?
The conference. Everybody else was there that was wanted to be a makeup artist. I mean, all types of business adventures. I was the only artist from gospel, any genre. He said, you know, it's so crazy. So many people hit his DM, get asking all these questions, want to have all this information, but they never take it upon themselves to invest. I'm trying to go. I'm going there looking for no record deal, none of that. Nigga, I'm just trying to go see what can I do independently. Let me you know, give me some of your knowledge. We went out to dinner. We was talking, laughing, had a good time, all that. We went. He said, you know, I'm taking you back to my studio. He said he wanted to show us the studio. He pulled up my YouTube. He was like, you know, let me watch some of your videos. He was like, man, you're incredible. Like, you can sing. Fast forward, I'm on my plane the next morning. I'm getting ready to take off. I get a message from a number I don't know because all the communication was through his assistant and everything else. I get a text message from a number I don't know. He said, yo, this is Fred Jerkins. So he didn't gave me his personal number. He was like, bro, I'm a huge fan of what you do, your style and who you are, man. I want to do a record on you. That's how it happened. So I ended up doing a record with Uncle Freddie called Reason to Praise, which gave me my first introduction to like satellite radio and like all these like the real industry. I'm like, yo, this is Fred. This is the same guy behind Say My Name with Rodney. This is the same guy behind Michael Jackson, You Rock My World. Like he was telling me all the stories with him and Michael. And I'm like, you texted me saying you want to do a record. And so that's how I ended up working with him. I never was signed to him or none of that. And to this day, I can call Uncle Freddie, text him, all that, and he keeps it a buck with me. So, man, that's how that came about.
How did it feel to have that, I guess, connection with, I guess that was the first step into the industry for you, right?
It was.
So how did it feel to work with somebody who has worked with, like, Michael Jackson and, like, had to be surreal, kind of, right?
It was surreal, and it was kind of confirmation of my dream and what God told me that nothing I would do. My prayer was when I did music that it was never mediocre. It was never in the rat race. It was never the usual. Musicals are great. They're wonderful. I have nothing against them, but I knew what I had was bigger than just the Detroit market. I knew, I said, God, you gave me this faith. I want to show the hood boy from the east side of Detroit, making faith still a thing, but not losing the culture of where he's from. And when I worked with him, I'm just like, this is just a glimpse, because this is the beginning. I ain't really locked in. I ain't got no music. I don't got none of that. This is the beginning of my career. And it's with this the standard. So, man, it was crazy. And I still, to this day, like when I text him, I'm like, he probably just got a text from, like, Destiny Child or something, like, right above Mac. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I made sure I stay humble, too, because I don't deserve it. I'm not going to say that. It's just due to me, but it's just God favored me in that moment to have that.
So before T-Mail break in, what's your favorite award show you've been to so far?
It probably would be the Dove Awards.
Why?
Because they're regular. And everybody, I'm not a fan of like arrogant and bougie and all that. Like that ain't my style. I be trying. Nigga, I had a bag of hot Cheetos at the award show, eating them in my seat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
You know what I'm saying?
Hood niggas, what did Jeezy say? Hood nigga, hot Cheeto, what I snack on.
And I don't want y'all to. But you know what?
But that's actually bankroll. But I hear you, cuz.
And let me clear something up too. That does not mean I don't have etiquette. I can go to sit at the finest restaurant and converse and all of that. I trust me, I got it. I know when to put on. I got to put on. But the Dove Awards made me feel like they appreciate everything. Your style, and it wasn't just like it's got to be like this. So that Dove Awards will have to be my favorite, and then the Grammys. The Grammys was crazy too.
Hey,
I didn't go to the actual show, but everything else down there was crazy. Still Awards.
And that's
two, yeah, Money Long. I met her, and she came. She was like, "I like your outfit," and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Exactly.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Would you do a record with a secular artist?
Do you understand? One of my dreams is to do a record with Lucky Dade and Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, hey, Lucky, you heard that right? Cuz you might have a gospel one coming.
The only gospel artist I really want to do a feature with is Mary.
nice.
Hey, Auntie Erica, Auntie Tina, y'all hear this, boy? Hey, you hear this? Let's get this nigga popping, man.
Can I tell you something? The reason I got my record deal
Ty Scott, right?
was because of Dietrich Haddon.
We got a little direction we're gonna change from all of the, excitement from the music and everything like that. All of us being in church, you seen it was really big news this past weekend as far as with in Houston with Lakewood Church. It was a unfortunate event that happened. Our prayers go out to them. It was a shooting that occurred in the church. With us being from where we from and in the area we come from, it's a lot of that goes on, but it's never like, happen inside a church. Man, tell me, what would you, do in a situation like that? And how do you feel about like what, transpired in Houston at that church?
First of all, my heart goes out to all the victims in that moment. I don't want anybody to ever experience that. A place you're going to get like hope and faith and just where you go to just execute all your frustration. I mean, the church is our hospital for our soul. The last place you're thinking about getting shot up at is there, right? I feel bad for them, but as far as Detroit, everybody kind of they like and loaded at my church. So y'all come there and try something. It might be a different little situation going on camera. But I will say that I think the church now maybe should invest in metal detectors. I do. It's very unfortunate.
Like
but
No.
Yeah, y'all, we're getting into the last.
I don't know. I'm not
going to church
agree.
with
I don't know.
I don't agree, Tramel. Listen, if I walk in a building that's a sanctuary, or if you got a storefront, whatever, and they got metal detectors, bro, I'm not going in there. Because guess why? Because we know what the narrative is. Like, okay, too many people come with guns. We might get robbed. No. Because the place of worship is a place of worship.
Can I ask you this, though? Can I ask you this? Let me ask you this. If one of your elderly family members, elderly grandmother, aunt, whichever, whomever, was in the church, you dropped her off, you expecting, nobody's there to protect your grandmother. You're not there, nobody. Just her in a room full of other strangers. You know how much your grandmother loved church and how much it means to her. Wouldn't you want her best interest at hand, which means the people that's coming in there, I would want to have rest at night knowing that my grandmother is sitting in church free and safe and not have to worry about somebody shooting, all because I'm worried about the narrative. I don't care about the narrative. Safety is first. And unfortunately, in this day and time, it's just another safety protocol, man.
Now watch this. I came this week, so Sunday tomorrow. Bro, 2 weeks ago, I flew in. Crazy was going on in church. It was somebody in church. This nigga took his shoes off. He was telling the deacons, like, man, back up from me. And my thing is, High Praise Christian Cathedral, that's my church. Schoolcraft in Wyoming, Bishop Haddon. Guess what?
I love Day-Day.
Day-Day's that's one of my best homies, because
Shout out to
it's
David
Gregory
Haddon.
Davis, David Haddon. They call me, it's tight. You hear me? Like, so my thing is, cuz been praying with me, just trying to get me back together. But my thing is, nigga, I'm from outside. So if I see anything that's out of order in church, how I was raised, bro, ain't nothing going on in church but church.
The deacons
so
used
if
to
you
tear
go
get them
crazy
together.
and you going against the deacons, guess what? It's a whole new era here. Guess what I did? I grabbed the man and I took him out. But the whole time I grabbed him, I was like, bro, this church. Like you can't do that in church. The deacon's like, no, you can't do that. Yes, I can. Because when I was a kid, all I seen was my Uncle Dave picking niggas up, like walking them right out. And guess what Uncle Clarence was doing? Still preaching. He never stopped. So the thing is, we don't need metal detectors. We just need to know the difference between church and state. Don't bring your state outside. You feel me?
No,
and
sure.
keep church inside of church.
But when you
And
think
gotta
about,
keep it like
but when you
that,
think
bro.
about a church as big as Joel Osteen's, his church is huge.
That's-
Like it's
I know.
thousands and
You been
thousands
there
and
before?
thousands. I have.
Me too. But my thing is this: he got cops in there, bro. So and even when I
The
went
cops
there,
was- they- it was
yeah,
cops in
that's
there, but
enough.
they were so far away.
That's enough for me,
That's,
though.
that's not enough when they.
Bro, it's still God.
The mission that he was
I
trying to
carry a gun in
accomplish.
church,
No,
bro.
this
I
was-
carry
it
a
was
gun in
actually-
church.
It actually, unfortunately, it was like it was a female with her son. You know, she was 36 years old, and her son got shot too. With going in there, but she came in how they explained it with her with the gun under the coat. So she walked right past the police. But like Semaje said, if they would have had a metal detector.
Oh no shade, and I please do not take this as a racial comment. In a black church, maybe so, but you're talking about the other kind.
I'm still
And
walking
what's
up.
funny-
So they're like, hey, how you doing? Praise the Lord, guys, and somebody getting shot up. You know what I'm saying? So you really.
But that's why we're gonna do it more, because we do see that on CNN. We see how it goes with that, man. We see how it goes with the long trench coats, and so like you got to be more attentive when you at a church more. Because everybody feel like they can walk in church and do whatever they want to do. So we go there to praise, but you got some people that's in a mindset like, oh, since it's all these people in one spot, I'm going to get them. So it got to be a few motherfuckers in there like, hold on.
Well, you know, I'm not trying to be deep and spiritual, but another component to that is too, honestly, if you really have the power of the Holy Ghost,
discernment.
there are certain things that the enemy only could try and go so far. But when you really have the power of the Holy Ghost, it'll make that person think twice. Like, man, if it's so strong in that building, I got to think twice about what I'm about to do. And that's another component
too, though,
of that.
is
So
that
yeah,
The anointment.
A lot of these
That's wild.
situations that happen in
Anointing.
church right now is because church is a place where we trust that people are going to come and do the same thing that we're going to do, right?
correct.
But at the end of the day, people go through mental health issues. People
sure.
go through real life issues, and things happen. So, do we need metal detectors? Maybe not. Do what I can see them winding people when they coming in. I would rather see like the whatever that is called to get people in versus
Or that,
like
yeah,
a metal detector, because
Some kind of
walking through a
precaution.
metal detector give me weird vibes going into the Lord's house. I ain't coming to pay tithes the same place. I
Man,
got.
I'm
But
going to
I
the
think-
Potter house then.
I think you were walking in with the metal detector because wasn't it
I
uncomfortable?
didn't
We
say
know how to talk
anything.
about TD Gates.
Wasn't it uncomfortable going into church when you seen the ATM in the front in the beginning?
At
That
first it
uncomfortable.
was. That's
Exactly.
what I'm saying, cuz. So
the
if
church gotta eat.
But if they put a metal detector, listen, if I felt uncomfortable with an ATM, I'm gonna feel super uncomfortable with a metal detector. I'm gonna be scared. Like, oh, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't scared of sharks. But damn, I want to bring my
That's a
gun
good thing.
in
The
church,
Bible
bro.
says that God didn't give you the spirit of fear.
Yeah,
so,
bro.
that's true.
I want to
man.
bring my gun in church in my bag, bro. I want to bring my gun in church.
I do bring my gun
Not
in church.
because I'm scared of nothing, but because
No,
when
I'm
I
scared.
walk out of the church to my
shooting
car,
nigga.
I don't know what's going on. God in the building. Outside, we got heathens and we got crazy motherfuckers. So I'm going to have my gun for them outside, but not in church. But I want to be also
Well, you got
prepared.
heathens and
What the
crazy people
Bible
in church,
say?
too.
What the Bible say?
If God be for me, who could be against me?
Also prepared, bro. So
They
I'm
say that too.
prepared. So don't give me no metal detector.
Somebody said something earlier as far as how big, Joel Osteen's church is. And it wasn't just, the size, but they was actually changing services. This was like the predominantly Spanish speaking, service that was going on. So like he was saying, it's a different demographic in the church where you got like another, ethnicity where they may not be able to tell like the signs that you can see or we can see from where we from. You know what I mean?
sure.
So why don't we have these guys in there the whole time? That's a job, bro. So Joel Osteen is a corporation, bro.
Right.
Okay? That's a corporation. He has people on payroll. So therefore, that's a corporation. So therefore, now we need to implement 24-hour security. We need these guys to stay on the whole 12 hours we got service. The guys that's paying attention. I don't care if it's the Spanish service, if it's the African speaking service, if it's the Asian speaking service. It don't matter. These guys are still on call and they see everything that's going on because that's what they train for. So like if we gonna go outside of that in arenas, I work arenas. I travel, bro. Guess what? If my security see the same person 3 times in 3 cities, guess what they doing? They watching them. So if they come to the 4th city, we on them.
Well, I'm sure now his security is...
Now we on their ass.
Yeah.
Now,
His security up now.
Unfortunately, sometimes it happens like that. You know, tragedy happens and then they heighten the security and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But like with, you know, a star like this, if he's in the church, you know what I mean, performing, we want to make sure he's safe. So if... The security want to come and see him, you know, as well, then we're going to need some metal detectors. You know
but
what I mean?
security can't come and see him
Well,
because
you know
you're
how
on
it go.
post. And I know how it go.
Right.
Guess what security not doing? Coming off they post.
They're not supposed to.
No, ain't no supposed to, bro. They not coming off they post. Because guess what? If I see your feet come out of that 4 square, you fired. I fired.
Hey, this whoever team he on.
Hey,
you got a strong team. He stays 10 toes down for the rules. I love that, man.
Cold red, bro. With us, you know.
And so with this situation, it's like kind of stem from, you know, with the school shootings and stuff like that. They got this hotline. It's called the Shot Line. I don't know if you are familiar with it. It's where they've using like artificial intelligence to have some of these like, you know, teens and little kids just died from these like shootings. They got their voice, you know, on this call, and they're calling like Congress to try to change like the gun laws and stuff like that. How do y'all feel, and what do you think about like having a loved one that's already gone, you know, being able to talk to you?
If they go and their voice gone, I don't want to hear it. Because honestly, it's going to do 2 things. It's going to make me mad. And then 2, it's a false reality. Because no matter how much I hear their voice, that person ain't never coming back. And so I rather the way that the Bible has created things to go, when they go, just have it go the whole way that the Bible do it. I don't want all this system and all that, 'cause it's not reality. They dead, they in the ground. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to hear nobody's voice.
That's the best answer I've ever heard, bro. Because listen, my mom and my dad is deceased, right? So I would, you know how they got all those new apps where the eyes move and all that? Bro, I'd be damned. Because they say you when they leave, you get happy thoughts. But them the worst thoughts. Yeah. Because it's like, damn, I can't get that happiness back no more. Right. You get it? So my thing with that is like, you kill all of that. I don't want to hear their voice. I don't know. That's the wrong narrative. Now you trying to bring something back from the past into our reality. Let's not do that. Let's move forward. So like whoever's doing that, like, please stop. Please stop.
No, the Bible talks about there's a season for everything. There's a season to laugh, a season to be born, there's a season to die. And you can't avoid, we all getting out of here. We can't avoid that season. And the thing about it is the world, once again, trying to change the Bible, because it's like, hey, we can avoid that season because we're going to give y'all a voice. That's not reality. And so for me, I live my life based off biblical principles. Not perfect, so please don't take what I'm saying, you know, and misconstrue it. But in reality, when a person is dead, they're dead. It's over. It's done.
Yeah, period. And I agree with that wholeheartedly, bro. Because if you come to me like, hey, look at this video, bro. I've actually been in a fight. I've been in a super fight because somebody brought my mama back to me on a video, and it triggered something. So they're my friend, bro. And I got into it with them, and it was like afterwards I told him, I'm like, damn, bro, like if you my friend, you got to understand where I am.
For sure.
You know, so with the world, like you got to understand where people are. Like, for sure, they're not your family, but they're part of your life. So you got to understand what people are. And when you go outside of that, then you cause problems. That's why we got people going in these places, killing people. You don't know what happened 5 minutes ago, and then you throw that narrative in their face. They like.
So let me ask you a question. I want to switch lanes a little bit, because it's about time for us to give our final rounds. But Semaje, with all the things that you do and all the things that you are currently into and working on and doing all that, what does Semaje like to do for like free time? What do you like to do to like just relax? And what is something that you think outside, like what's an activity, what's a hobby, what's What's your fun place?
What give me peace of mind? It would be at the crib watching interviews on YouTube and watch people sing on YouTube and eating some hot chips. Bro, I love flaming hot chips. So hot Doritos, hot Flames and all that. Like, that's peace of mind for me. Like, just literally watching YouTube, watching old interviews of Michael and Usher and watching GQ interviews, man. I love it. I love YouTube, man. Like, YouTube, I can be on YouTube for hours watching interviews, and it's a peace of mind. Because I just love to see what other people are thinking and kind of like wrapping my head about people. You know what I'm saying? Because I live in a world where people are, and so I be wanting to just, see what people hear that.
Cezah, what's something you do for fun, man? Oh, no, we can't talk about what Cezah do for fun.
I think y'all should ask me last.
Okay, so T-Mail,
damn,
what's something that you would like to do?
Man,
to
I'm with
relax and just have
Semaje.
fun?
I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch interviews. I'm a reader here and there, but YouTube for the most part, a lot of different stuff because it's like a university now. You can learn,
man.
You know what I mean? You can watch all different kind of things, whether it's from cooking, singing, interviews. So YouTube, check us out. Give us some, subscribers.
Subscribe, and share, and do all the things y'all supposed to do.
TikTok too.
We gotta get on TikTok. You're right, TikTok.
So Cezah, I'm gonna double back to you. What do you like to do before I come with mine?
All right, don't come on yours because you're a guy.
I knew it, nigga. That's too.
I'm just saying you don't come on. But look,
$30 old.
Yeah, but look, what I like to do for fun, I actually like reading too, Tramel, and I like audiobooks. Like, so I play an audiobook all day while I'm doing, my regular day. I be trying to get money.
See, they thought she was going to say something wild. He said he like to listen to audiobooks, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's more productive than what I'm doing.
I know the real.
Wait. Hey. I didn't say what I was doing while listening, all right? That's what she get wild.
So for myself, before we get incriminated on this episode, no, I'm going to double down on that books thing. I'm a Kindle person. I'm a avid, as they would say, reader. I like to play drums and do music when I feel like I get a lot of energy and anger and all that on drums. So, I don't know. What was you trying to say?
Oh, no, I said you are an amazing drummer. And listen, he can hold the sticks, guys.
Yeah, because like I hold the sticks, he likes to bite around things. So, halfsies and halfsies. So, I'm going to give everybody a round here to end this interview on Semaje. Before we go through this, man, I thank you for coming to the podcast.
Man, thanks for having me.
I appreciate you. The Cobain Report is a tough interview. It's not always roses and sunshine. We come with some topics and some weird stuff sometimes. So thank you for coming on. I know you're a gospel artist. I appreciate you for being authentic and laying your hair down a little bit here on this interview. So I appreciate you a lot. I'm going to give everybody one round like I normally do to get up out of here. So let them know where to find you at. Let them know things you're working on. Let them know your new albums. All of the stuff that you want them to know for your segment. So when I put this on YouTube.
Right. My name is Semaje. You can follow me on Instagram at @Semaje, and my name is actually James spelled backwards, added with an E. If you just don't know how to spell it, but it's Semaje, so it's E James backwards. But you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I'm still on Twitter. I know they got this new thing, Threads.
Yeah,
Threads.
Instagram.
You know what? Twitter has become exclusive. It's
a porno site.
And Facebook, a porno site.
X is a porno site.
You know what?
XXX.
Can I say this?
Let this man have his damn 60 seconds without our bullshit.
All of that is offered on any of them websites, whether it's Instagram and all that. So what you choose to view and watch is up to you.
Well, it ain't my fault my privacy settings are 18 plus. They just gonna throw the shit.
So for my Instagram and Twitter and all that, come see me. I'm over there laughing, talking about food, music, and all
Fresh
that stuff.
as hell.
And come hang with me. I'm on there.
We didn't talk about one thing I want to talk about though.
Yes.
That suit you had with the quilt or whatever that was made out of. The suit you had with the
white threads.
It was like patches that you had sewn off of a different, like a something that was made. It was like a Kevin Durant suit kind of vibe.
It had like shiny things on it.
No, not that one. I seen that one, and I seen the striped one. This one is one that you had made out of patches, like crochet shit.
Oh, it was a jacket. I think, okay, yeah. So I saw. Do y'all know the real fashion rubric is like the NFL and NBA? Them like the freshest niggas ever. Like that's where all my inspiration come from now. And I saw this jacket that was like $4,000. It was a crochet jacket. There's a lady go to my
picture of this jacket.
There's a lady that goes to my church that crochet. Bought the jean jacket. I said, hey, I want something like this. She made it just like that. And I just wore one to the Grammy. So I got like 2 of them.
Oh my God.
2 crochet.
Hey, shout out to him. Hey, if he put them up, y'all know them one of ones.
So listen, if he do put them on eBay, you know the vibes. And gone, he ain't selling that shit. Them jackets you put up. When
Hey, no.
But I'm gonna come out my own line.
And he might win a Grammy in
my
like
fat ass
in
shopping
2
with
years.
You
Yeah,
be
man.
fresh enough to where my fat ass coming. If you, Paul, damn, $40?
Bro, you talking about your fat?
Hey, you know, let me say this. Hey, you know what? Hey,
Can't even be an authentic black
how
man.
much time we got? How much time we got?
Nigga, Uncle Ray put us out when he ready. This is
Hey.
a show. I just work here.
Hey, man, that is such a black culture thing
It is.
to do that. Let me say this.
He said he got a fat old thing, not me.
I didn't say that.
But can I say this?
I'm black.
We were on a fast the other day, and I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I said, I'm on a fast. I said, I said, the only thing I really want right now is some meat. And that's what I said.
Pause.
And he said,
That's $50.
Pause.
Whoa.
And this is my thing.
Whoa.
If you go to the grocery store, if you're around a group of other,
cultures.
groups, they'll be like, oh yeah, chicken, fish, all that.
for sure.
It's only black people to be like, pause. Wait, what?
But
like,
think about
we create so much.
But we didn't say pause on fish.
But it's
Give me the fish.
damn. That was a
Not
that
the
was a
meat.
Beyonce view. That was everybody
Nah,
shut the
it's
fuck up.
our
immediately.
culture. And
It's our culture,
Yeah,
and we create. And honestly, I don't want my kids growing up
It's tight.
that
It's tight.
say, "Hey, this is a wrong," because we make so many things wrong. So they'll go somewhere with a whole bunch of like other people, and white kid be like, "Yeah, you know what? My mom told me to take the meat out and pause." And they be like, "What are you saying? That you really start a fight?"
I don't say that
For
around
no
my white
reason.
friends.
Yeah.
No, see, and that's a problem for me. Because
No,
if you go
Because
say
I have
say
a
around all of them.
relationship. I have a relationship with my real friends.
It's because of the hypermasculinity in the African-American community.
Because it's different relationships.
Now, if you're doing it based off you trying to be funny and all that, I get
that's
it.
Like, because
It's
really,
toxic masculinity.
if a dude say pause, guess what? 9 times out of 10, he's sucking. Cause guess what? No. I know he a church guy, bro. No, cause homosexuality
episode
goes in
either.
church too. So the thing
Right.
is this, bro.
You ain't capping.
So if you hear a nigga like all the time
man,
just
this going
outside with his homies like, pause, nigga, pause, pause, and then let's go back to when you see a dude that see a homosexual dude, he like, that nigga, he better get away from me. Guess what?
It's
That's
toxic
because he's fighting
masculinity,
something.
bro.
He fighting something.
That's what it
And
is.
he don't want to go around
You know
it.
what? And
It's called toxic
and
masculinity, bro.
and you know what? We
Especially in our community, bro. I don't mean to cut you off because you're the guest, but I'm gonna chime in. I just fuck up the whole episode. Listen, it's toxic masculinity, bro. We are taught this as African American males to where we cannot tap into our vulnerable sides. We cannot tap into our emotions. We are taught to be the breadwinners.
we can't do nothing.
We are taught to be the breadwinners. We are taught to be what? Priest, provider, protector. That's all we know, right? If you fall out of those 3 things, you are questionable. But there is nothing wrong, right? But again, this is an African American podcast. This is my brother, and he gonna pause me every goddamn time I say some weird shit.
No, and when I was saying that, it wasn't from a place of like I'm upset about it because I think it's funny. Like my boys may do it, but I was
know the
also
vibes.
too talking about the other narrative of
Our community.
mentally,
Yeah, for sure.
where, and it's a whole nother podcast. I'm just talking, but
No, nigga,
but
come on,
when you think about
Shit, I don't know when you coming back.
when you think about, bro, anytime, bro.
Really?
I'm here for you, bro, anytime. But we have to control our narrative, and I think a lot of times we don't control our narrative, and this world, and I think black people got to realize the world is not made up of just us.
No, it's not.
And because we have lived in on defense mechanism for so long through slavery and all of that,
Come on.
we
Hey, I want to go talk about the elephant in the room because I hate to bring up the regular black spirituals of, we this way because of slavery. But I'm going to, if you going to touch on the go
no,
ahead,
we
drop
are.
it. Go on. I'ma let
It's a
you
bad
ride.
habit because the first thing you think is every white person is racist, or you think that if a white person give you constructive criticism, they're racist, or you. I mean, just everything. We just live on defense, and black people wonder why they always depressed, they always in bondage and all that because you live in a world, and I don't live in defense. If you ain't sending out the way to me, I'm giving you so much. I don't care.
I don't
You're not
give
that
a
important. Because
Hey, I always say, shit, whatever rumor you heard, bitch, believe it. I ain't clearing that because I did it. Whatever they saying, even if I ain't do it, you and them.
But you know what?
But you say, so I say full
you know
ups.
what? But you know what? I had to learn being in the season. I'm even, just being an artist. Everybody not gonna like me. They're not gonna like my music. They ain't gonna like the way I dress. They ain't the way I talk.
If they don't like the way you dress, they hating though.
No. Here we go.
From a fat nigga that's fresh too.
But I can't even say that because the thing is, I live in reality that everybody ain't team me, and I'm also not gonna walk around and say that they're a hater because they're not team me.
No, if they ain't talking about you, Semaje, you're not doing anything.
No.
What you just dropped was real shit. Everybody ain't a hater because they don't with you. It's just y'all don't with each other, and that's cool. They don't gotta be a hater though. That's real shit.
No, they don't gotta be a hater.
I ain't hating on you, cuz.
I ain't hating on you.
I just don't with you.
And I think
continue to be blessed, beloved, but I don't with you.
No, that's real. And I think people gotta really realize that in this world, the beauty of the mind that God has given us, the same way He given us to choose salvation or not, it's with everything else. It's personal preference, and so
it's subjective.
So if somebody be like, "Yeah, I don't like Semaje music," let me tell you something. I'm gonna sleep well at night with the fan on, with my music.
My daughter
my
was jamming to your when I was preparing for this interview.
For real?
You know, she 3. She was in that bitch like, hey.
Oh, see, I love that.
Somebody with you.
But you know what?
That's all.
But you know what? I hate to even say this.
You will have a record
to break this news. That's another part too. You know, but I try to stay humble. I don't.
But you wouldn't have a record deal. You wouldn't have national distribution if they didn't. That's all I'm saying.
Can I tell y'all where my lowest market is?
Black people, Negroes.
Do y'all know Detroit is my lowest market? Every time I get,
because you from here.
Every time I get back,
nigga. Hey, guess where I'm like?
That's not a conversation.
I'm gonna let you speak for us. Hey, listen, our YouTube thing is the worst here in the city where we live.
I almost got up and walked away
because they hate on you the most. Where you
can I tell y'all this? That song
is crazy. You are not capping, bro.
That song,
in Jesus' name.
That clip that y'all just played of that song, I Rely, just on the label, on a call with the label last week, they said that it hit 7.1 million on-demand streams. Now, on-demand streams mean people have said, hey, play Semaje, I Rely. So they wanted to hear. It's the difference between regular streams and on-demand. On-demand means you requested that. 7 million, right? My lowest market is here. Do you think I really care about that being my lowest market when I have 7 million people listening to that?
Hey, but the Bible talks about that. You a reverend.
You know what I'm saying?
It say you without honor in your own country. Ain't that what that Bible say somewhere?
No, guess what that is? No, not the Bible. But I'm saying it's this.
So we
Your cousins,
Chris,
your friends, guess what they want you to do? Bro, send me that record you did. Send it to my phone.
I was about to say, because my cousin and my friends is right here with me. So I don't know about the rest of these niggas.
That's the narrative of that, like, and why we don't really thrive in our cities, because you really do have your family in those base cities, and guess what your family wants you to do? Like, I'm coming to your show, bro. I'm bringing such. You think you got 10 tickets? And then your other cousin called like, hey, man, I got 5 with me. And guess what I do? Cut my phone off on everybody. If you bought a ticket, then you in here, and I see you. Like, you want to come to the back?
You know, it's so funny you said that. I was just in Atlanta last week.
He ain't lying, though.
I was in Atlanta, and somebody came and sat at the table and said they brought a whole bunch of caps. It was a group of us. And they put the caps down. It was like, man, I want to give y'all these caps because I want y'all to wear them. You know, it was a group full of people with influence. I get it, right? But also, I get what it's like to have somebody support you when you get that hat was $50 or $40. I can't remember. Everybody took the hat and said thank you.
Nobody.
I said, "What's your Cash App?"
Yeah.
And he said, "No. I said, no. Yes. Because we live in a world where all people want to do is gang, but don't want to push nobody. I remember what it was like to say, hey, can you like believe in me? And so
listen,
he was like, no, I can't give you my Cash App. I'm like, bro, give me the Cash App. But I'm gonna tell you another reason why I did too.
That's real talk.
There's 2 reasons why. If I don't want to wear it, I gave you money too. So you can't tell me where my thing at.
Hit me up like, you ain't promote my stuff.
But that ain't why I did it for him. But I also wanted to sow into his dream. Like, yo, I know you got to make some more of that. You got 5 niggas right here. Just gave has to. That was what, about $200 worth of merchandise. You ain't getting back. Take this $40 because I believe in also sowing, because there's going to be a time when I need that back in return. So yeah, man, I'm all for that.
Speaking into that, right? And I know we got to wrap, Uncle Ray. I know the vibes.
Sorry, Uncle Ray.
But
this good, man. I'm coming back. Y'all gotta bring me back up here, man.
We gotta, you know the vibes, dog. So listen,
he ain't even drinking.
Your ass is. But listen, this is real talk. Speaking of merchandise, right? My merchandise today has been. Oh, I got the wrong shirt on. I'm tripping.
Got Louis Vuitton. That's what he wearing.
Hey.
Normally, so earlier I wore a shirt that was sponsored by Blessed Detroiter. Okay? Blessed
But he
Detroiter.
preached the other day, so the church sponsored that shirt, amen.
Y'all make sure y'all tithe $sign Cobain TV to donate to the project, so we'll keep this going. So, but what I was gonna say is, I wear a lot of Go With God, and I wear a lot of Blessed Detroiter brand, right? So I always purchase my items from these people. Yes, I know them, but I also owned the brand, owned the store before. So I know how it is to need these things to stay alive. My father is the person who makes Go With God, and I still purchase from him. My father, I give the money to. My cousin, because I believe in their brands and I know how much merchandise is, okay? So I 100% agree with Semaje. We have to give back to our black entrepreneurs.
100%.
Because nobody else is giving us shit. And our dollar is so valuable, y'all.
Absolutely.
Anything we do, they jump on. If they change the Swisher Sweet to grape, niggas buying it. And it's going, everybody gonna do what we do. Jordan's, Nike.
Only Leafs. No Swisher.
This man is saved. I didn't mean to bring that up. But like I said, Jordans, any Gucci, this I got on today, all of this stuff is because we make it hot. Our dollar is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Our dollar, our value is nuts, but we don't believe in ourselves like he was saying. You know, we don't believe in ourselves. We don't give into each other. We don't give into ourselves. So like I was saying, thank you, Semaje, for coming today. We got to wrap this up, man. We got to get Semaje back because as y'all can see, this could have went on for 2 or 3 hours, but I have to wrap this episode up. T-Mail, get us out of here before we never leave.
Real quick, y'all, just stay blessed and be safe out there. Stay head on the swivel. You see what's going on. You know the vibes. Let us out of here, Cobain.
It's the Cobain Report, episode 7. Thank you to Semaje. Thank you to Cezah.
Neighborhood.
And y'all know what I always say. It's a motherfucker. Oh, I can't say. Wait.
Crap.
Thank you for coming to this episode. In Jesus' name, amen. Semaje's here.
Amen. Praise Lord, everybody. No,
Hey, but listen. Okay.
All right. It's a wrap, Uncle Ray.